Jake, you mentioned that the ceasefire deal had been elusive. Understand that Hamas put a proposal forward. Is that still what you guys are working with, and is that still a live option at this point?
Hamas has put a proposal on the table. This is after Israel, working with Qatar, Egypt, and the United States, had indicated a willingness to move forward on a 6-week ceasefire in return for the release of a number of hostages, leading to further phases from there, and Hamas having given us nothing for quite some time. And the last time I stood at this podium, I pointed out something I believe today. If Hamas just handed over the elderly, the women, and the wounded tomorrow, there would be a 6-week ceasefire. They've put a proposal on the table where they've added a series of other conditions as well. Now, the Israeli government has responded by saying they can't just accept that. They regard some of those conditions as going too far, but that's what a negotiation is about. So as we speak today, in Qatar, you have teams from Israel, Qatar, and Egypt sitting down and banging through those details to try to arrive at an outcome over the next few days where there is actually a deal. And we believe that those discussions are very live, that a deal is possible, that we should be able to achieve it, and that it is the best way both to get hostages home and to alleviate the suffering of the civilians in Gaza. And from our perspective, we, the United States, are going to keep pushing on that, and the President had the opportunity to discuss that with the Prime Minister today.
And Jake, why did the President feel that this was an appropriate time for this delegation to come from Israel, and why did he feel that these conversations would succeed in ways that your outreach to the Israeli government have not previously?
Look, this is the natural evolution of a discussion between partners. We've had many discussions at many different levels between our military, our intelligence, our diplomats, our humanitarian experts, but we have not yet had the opportunity to have an all-encompassing, comprehensive, integrated, strategic discussion about how to achieve two things. One, the ultimate defeat of Hamas, and two, the protection of civilians and the stabilization of Gaza in a way that will lead to the long-term security of Israel, as well as the protection of innocent human life that is in Gaza. So from the President's perspective, we've arrived at a point where each side has been making clear to the other its perspective, its view, and now we really need to get down to brass tacks and have the chance for a delegation from each side on an integrated basis, everyone sitting around the same table, talking through the way forward. And from the U.S. perspective, this is not a question of defeating Hamas. And anytime I hear an argument that says, if you don't smash into Rafah, you can't defeat Hamas, I say that is a straw man. Our view is that there are ways for Israel to prevail in this conflict, to secure its long-term future, to end the terror threat from Gaza, and not smash into Rafah. That's what we're going to present in this integrated way when this team comes. We'll have it back and forth, and we'll let you know how that unfolds as we go forward. Yeah.